Hey guys, this is Coach Carly, and you're watching Bull Time. Here we are, yet again, another day with Bull Time with Coach Carly. It has been a very good couple of months for me. We are in August. We are 6 weeks out from my wedding. Our wedding, I should say, Leah and I, not just mine. I've had a pretty smooth month coming into July. God damn, it's been nice. I haven't really traveled in July. I haven't really traveled in August. We got a little bit of traveling coming up in September, but we're doing July Bull Time now. It's about middle of August right now, so I haven't posted the other one yet, so you'll probably see them back to back because, you know, I'm lazy. But some big news happening in my life. I officially took 2 days off of work, which is fucking weird for me. It's been a little over 14 years of literally grinding away day in and day out, every single day, building up the brand, building up the business. And I have finally gotten to the point where I feel comfortable and, you know, not for nothing, I don't want to burn out. So I don't want to get to the point where I don't love what I'm doing. And it wasn't getting to that point, but I have things that I recognize for myself on what I can do better. And this was a good thing for me to do for me. I needed this for me. I needed this to take care of myself. And I needed to set more boundaries. I was getting into the point where my schedule was just falling into this, you know, since pretty much March. I was traveling for, Jesus Christ, it seemed like 3 out of 4 weekends a month, and I needed a little bit of downtime. I needed time to just chill, and I realized, like, shoot, I haven't really been working Friday, Saturday, Sunday for months. So we've consolidated my schedule. I worked with our team between Molly, Matt, and Zach, and now I'm off all day Friday, all day Sunday, and I don't have sessions when I'm in town on Saturdays. I do all my programming, so I don't have to do it on days that I'm off. So I have legitimate days off, and it feels weird, but I also feel more clarity when I come into work, and I think that's great. Like, I don't have that mental fatigue. I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing things I love. I'm spending more time with loved ones, and it's been great. So it's helped during this slow time to really acclimate into this new schedule, and it's been awesome. So I've gotten into podcasting with Maggie a little bit more. I'm staying on top of the Bull Times, even though I haven't posted them, but I have been recording them. And, you know, taking care of everything for the wedding, taking time for me. It's been a great summer. So I'm happy to also get into bill season, so that's awesome. So as for Bull Time stuff, we only had one meet in July, and it was our meet that we ran here, the Barbell and Brine Summer Classic. Used to be the Eat Right Classic. You know, a little bit of updates on meets. We're now into the point where we are probably going to be running close to 8 to 9 a year here in Buffalo. We are going to be running 8 to 9 here at the gym. I told myself after that horrid experience, not with the venue, so it has nothing to do with the venue, but like it had everything to do with the lack of having a team when we're talking about going into a meet not in our gym. We didn't have enough help. It was a long ass day. We had a lot of people sign up for the meet, and it sucked. So I never want to run another meet outside of these, you know, walls that I have here at Mustache. So yeah, needless to say, it was just a nail in the coffin for what we already thought, and now we're just running meets here. So the Barbell and Brine Classic next year will move to June, so that will be sometime in the first or second week of June. That's usually when we're running our meets, is in the first and second week. So This meet was awesome. So of the, we had, I think 18 of my own athletes competing. And of those 18, only of that could PR total, we only had 4 that didn't. And I'll kind of explain. There was only one that really had like a poor meet, and we'll get to them in a little bit. But overall, everyone had a super fucking stellar day. It was amazing to see. It was incredible. So we'll start off with Tawny. Tawny went 9 for 9 again, 20 kilo total PR from what she did in February, which is awesome. It's her second meet. She absolutely killed it. Really, it's interesting. Tawny definitely had, training is just so interesting for her because like sometimes it gets to the end and it's like, oh, I'm not making progress or anything like that, and then she comes in the meet and absolutely smokes it. So it's funny, she'll listen to this and she'll probably have a chuckle to herself because it'll be exactly what she thinks, which is funny. And then next up we had Kathy. Kathy, second meet as well, did the February meet and now is doing the barbell and Bren, and she went 8 for 9 with a 12.5 kilo total PR. Great day, solid day. Things got a little hard towards the end, especially on the deadlift and the bench. She missed one of her benches, which was fine. Most common lift is your third bench to miss, so that's totally normal for something like that. Had a great meet, and just excited. I think for her and Tawny especially, the more that you do it, the more that you get excited to do it. So I think that was really cool to see them both like, oh yeah, I can't wait to do the next one type deal. And then we had Miss Shannon Deans. This was Shannon's 5th meet. This was Shannon's best meet to date. We really have done a great job of working on her depth. I would say that maybe 2 meets ago or 3 meets ago, she was almost bombing out. And to be fair, I think whoever the other side judge was gave her a gift. I red lighted her and potentially could have bombed out. And then after that, that scare, I definitely think all she wanted to do was maybe work on depth every single meet that she came in, and she executed that. So this was a culmination of all of that. She had a 17.5 kilo total PR, hit 9 for 9 of her lifts. Everything was just on point for Shannon. So really cool send off for a little bit of a break that we have now. And she has been crushing everything else that she's been doing in life right now. So I'm happy to finally get her back this week, which is awesome. She's had about 2 to 3 weeks off. And then next up we had Mia. This was actually a really good meet for Mia. Just a little bit of technicality things. Just had some miscues on the squat where she literally stepped forward, went too far, didn't come up, and then absolutely smoked the first one because that's how it was supposed to look. So that's why we went 7 for 9 and missed a total PR there by 5 kilos, but it really was a good day. She had a great day overall. Next up we had Kim. Kim went 7 for 9 again. One of the misses was a technical thing. She let go of her hands on her first deadlift. So it was like kind of weird that, we still went up to the normal plan second, but it was weird that everything happened that way. And then missed her last squat on strength. A little bit of technicality things. You have to be perfect at that kind of load and intensity. So, when you have that little bit of too upright, or you're not in your staying position, that definitely hurt her in that way. And so she missed it, but still ended up with a 2.5 kilo total PR, which was awesome. Next up we had Allie Clement. Allie had a really good day again. Again, a little bit of a technicality thing. I think on her first squat, she forgot the rack command or something like that. We still went up to her planned second or whatever. And had a great day. 17.5 kilo total PR, 8 for 9 on the day. Again, could have been 9 for 9, just had a minor technicality thing, nothing crazy. It didn't hinder our attempt selections or end range in that way. The next we had Bella, and Bella had a great day. So to put in perspective, I had to pull this up before we started because I forgot how good of a day it was. So in the 82.5 class, now granted it's only August, so there may be some that may increase from there, but currently she has lifted the most amount of weight in the 82.5 kilo class in her age division. So she lifted 390 kilo total, went 9 for 9 in the day. Perfect attempt selections. She got the most out of what she had that day. And she sits second in the country, and being on the first half of that 16. So she's 15. Team 2 is 15 to 16, and she sits at the 15 mark and already second in the country in her age group and weight class. It's just fucking phenomenal for her first meet. Just crazy with the kind of numbers she's doing. Squatting over 300 pounds, almost benching, in the 200s. She's in the 180 plus range, and then deadlifting in the mid threes. It's just absolutely fucking wild to me. So yeah, just overall awesome job. Really excited for what we have coming in the in high school nationals coming up in late March. Next up, we had Emmy. Emmy had a great day again. First meet, 8 for 9 in the day, missed last bench again, most common missed lift. Had a great technicality day. We had a weird thing in training where we forgot how to deadlift for about a good 3 to 4 weeks. And then we, made some adjustments and boom, it just clicked. And yeah, it was just a great day. Everything looked really good. We still got some room to try to qualify either in the 82.5 or the 90 kilo junior class, which is going to be awesome. So I'm excited for our next meet to be able to hang down on the board and get us ready for Memphis down in September. And next up we had Maya. Maya had a great day. A little unfortunate on the squat. Maya's prep was just so... We don't know what we don't know, right? And, we didn't think we knew school in this class that she was taking over the summer was going to take some out of her, but we didn't expect it to take as much as it did out of her, if that makes sense. Like, it was so mentally and physically exhausting that there was a stark difference of what we saw in training, about, third week, fourth week of when this, when that class started to the end. And ironically enough, the class ended the day before the meet. So it was unfortunate to see, and I wouldn't change it because I definitely still wanted a meet for her to do. But unfortunately, she hit her second squat pretty smoothly. It was 172.5, which actually was a PR for her in a meet. We went for 180, could have gotten 180, just didn't. So 180, she didn't set her feet correctly and her hip took the brunt of it. Caused some tendonitis there, some bursitis. She's definitely not well right now, with that. Her back is achy now, SI joint is out. So we've had to really take it down after the meet, and I'm surprised we were even able to make it through the meet, to be completely honest with you. We had to bench from blocks, which we never do. Her feet were on a little thing because her hip was so jacked up. We even deadlifted 180, which I thought was like fucking crazy to me that we were even able to pull that. We probably could have pulled 182.5 based on how that looked. So overall, just really proud of Maya for what she was able to do, and still total pretty close to what the same was, given all of those factors. Next up, we had Mr. Bradley. Mr. Bradley also sits third in his weight class and age group in the country currently. Bradley is a 15-year-old, and he is absolutely crushing it. I misspoke, by the way. Bella's in a teen 2, which is 16 to 17, and she sits at the 16 age range, not the 17. Bradley is in a teen 1, 14 to 15, and Bradley is at third in his age group and weight class this year. Chipped a PR on the total, which is 2.5 kilos. Missed last bench, missed last deadlift. Bench, we definitely took a bigger jump than I probably should have. And, he wanted that number, and I was, in the moment, I was like, yeah, let's fucking go for it. So it just wasn't there, and that's totally fine. But still ended with a great day, second meet, which was awesome. Tom, next up, again, second meet, went 8 for 9, missed his last bench, most common missed lift, 12.5 kilo total PR for him. Again, I gave him the option to go for that number, and both of them missed exactly the same number, actually, which was 125 kilos on the bench. So they will not get to decide their next bench in the next meet. I can guarantee you that. But Tom had a great day. Again, 8 for 9, 12.5 kilo total PR, missing a lift. Like, that's an amazing day. Next up, we had Mr. Trevor. Trevor, this was our first prep together. His second meet, first prep together. And he did 9 for 9, 25 kilo total PR. Definitely had some room in the tank on the deadlift. Definitely maybe a couple of kilos, maybe on the bench, maybe he had 127.5. Hit a squat PR, total PR, and a deadlift PR. Matched his bench because we took the same just to try to put a total together, which is the most important. Next up, we had Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed didn't have the best day. That was one of them that I was alluding to earlier that didn't have the best day on his hands. His stomach seemed like it was going through some stuff. He had a rush day. He had to get out of here right away, get to a wedding and stuff. So I definitely know that he wasn't, all there necessarily in the sense of like trying to push and be focused. He has a lot of digestion problems, so that definitely doesn't help his core strength, and sometimes it's firing, sometimes it's not, and unfortunately on a day like we had that day, it wasn't firing the way that we wanted it to. So we're sending him over to see a specialist, Christine Abrams. She's a pelvic floor specialist, so she's a PT that can hopefully help him get his core to fire even with all the digestive problems that he has going on. And then next up we had Joey. Joey had another stellar meet. Besides technicality stuff, Joey has never missed a lift on strength, and each and every meet he increases by anywhere from 12.5 to 30 kilos. This meet was his fourth meet. He increased by 27.5 kilos. Just a great day. And the kid's he's such a great kid to be around, especially on meet day in the gym. He's just, he's a good kid, and he puts a smile on everyone's face. He's always there cheering everyone on. He's just a good kid, and I'm glad to see him thrive each and every meet. So it's awesome to see. Next up, we had Mr. Mac. Mac went 8 for 9. Again, technicality thing. I think he didn't wait for the rack command on one of his lifts. Again, didn't hinder us. We still went up. We still did the normal things. Ended up with a 22.5 kilo total PR, third meet. I think last meet it was closer to the 50 to 60 range. So it's still to make insane amount of progress at a lower body weight is just incredible. Next up, we had Mr. Colin. Colin had him and his crew travel out from Chicago, and Colin went 9 for 9. This was his first USAPL meet, fifth meet total. Went 9 for 9, 17.5 kilo total PR. His squats definitely give you some room to work with here from prep to competition. So whatever he hits in prep, you're usually good for about another 5 to maybe 10 kilos on the bar, depending on how the meet's going. He definitely smoked his first 500-pound squat, which is awesome to see. Had a mini chip on the bench, and we tied the best ever deadlift he had, but to be fair, his best deadlift before this was done on a deadlift bar, not on a stiff bar. So looked about the same and on a stiff bar. So I call that pretty good progress there. Next up, we had Mr. Gage Faye. Mr. Gage had probably the best day he has ever had. I know it wasn't necessarily a total PR. He's sitting about maybe 4 kilos less than his best ever meet that he did. But he went 9 for 9. He executed all the lifts, left a lot of room in the tank. He just let me work the numbers, take what's there, and not worry about anything more than just executing the lifts, and it worked out perfectly for him. First time he ever went 9 for 9. First time he ever felt good after a meet, mentally and physically. So I'm really proud of this guy for doing everything that he was supposed to do. So great job, Gage, and I'm really happy about what we did as a team there. You let me kind of do my job. Not that you never didn't, but you just let me call the numbers, not worry about a total PR, which was exactly what I wanted. lastly but not least, we had Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson had himself a day. He wanted himself to have a day. Was it 100% perfect? No. Was it about as close as you can get to 100% perfect? Yes. Did he execute everything the way that we expected him to? Yes. Did he realize what it's like to work a ton and still train and still get the most out of a day? Yes. The man went 8 for 9 with a 37.5 kilo total PR, with working as much as he did, not taking care of his body as much as he usually does, and he literally only missed his last deadlift because of grip. That fucker was definitely gonna get locked out. He just missed it. It is what it is. Things happen, bars slip out of hands, but he locks that out. You're talking about the number 2 all-time 100 kilo this year, all time, in the Team 3 division. So I can't fucking complain at all. I mean, this was an absolutely stellar day. He gets really beat up in prep. We have to take some time off after. We are taking about a little over a month off of lifting for him to recover in order to get back into even lifting regimentedly. His back gets fucked up, his knee gets fucked up, and we do whatever we can to try to take care of it. I think once he's not working as much and he can just slowly start to focus on his body a little bit more, and just be a little bit more focused when he's at school for training, it's going to be lights out for him in his recovery. So he absolutely killed it. He absolutely did everything that he was supposed to. He executed everything perfectly. I really just have nothing bad to say, and all good. And his future is just very, very large. We keep him healthy. He's going to be one of the strongest 100 kilo lifters, maybe 110s in the entire country. So I have no doubt about that. I'm really proud of all of our team that did this meet. I'm really proud of all of the help that we usually have, and it was just an absolutely great day. So with that, I leave you, and I hope to see you soon in the August recap. That will be very short because we have one meet with 2 people. So on that note, cheers, and you have a great day.